Fetters of Lament. The guidance node has ill tidings to share with you. Blip. Oh. Blip. I regret to inform you that the matter conduit leading to the flagship is no longer functioning. According to my records, it was destroyed by a dragon, which broke free of its restraints when they failed approximately 2,369 years, 1 month, 24 days, 7 hours, and 4 minutes ago. Please find an alternate route to the Etherochemical Research Facility. The Allegan Research Council apologizes for any inconvenience caused. It's like, okay. Oh. So thy journey hath led thee to this accursed place. Canst thou hear it, mortal? The ceaseless keening of my kindred, steeped in 5,000 years of suffering. Long before the Ishgardians and their base betrayal, there lived still more wicked men, whose ambitions knew no bounds. Fearful of our might and covetous of our power, they devised a means to enslave dragonkind. Yeah, the only example I think I know of enslaving, I think, is turn 5, Twintanya. Their vile misdeeds. Well, and I guess they like enslaved Bahamut or whatever, but like didn't take over his mind. Anyway, their vile misdeeds did set in motion a train of events whose repercussions are felt to this day. Beyond, thou wilt find one of my first brood. Hark thou unto her words. Partake thou of her pain. Think thou upon the suffering that the conflict betwixt our kinds hath begot. It's so cool to know now, like, you know, we've freed her. She's no longer here, because she's been here a long damn time. A great worm is being held in some manner of restraint. Who cometh to this forsaken place and disturbeth my solitude? Tiamat, my child. Father? Can it truly be you? None other. My form is such that I may journey with Heidelin's chosen. A mortal who desireth to end the war between man and dragon. Millennia have passed since I was brought low by the men of Alleg. To think that war rages still between our kinds. Hearken to my tale, child of man. I am Tiamat, of Midgard Sormer's first brood. In a time before time, my father did come to this star, bearing 7 eggs.
From these eggs did my children hatch. And once they were full grown, they took wing and spread across all the lands of Hydaelyn.
Together with my brood brother Bahamut, I journeyed south to Mericidia, and together we brought forth innumerable children into the world. We abided in peace, and all was well, until the men of Alleg came, some 5,000 years since. They slaughtered my children in droves, and took from me my beloved Bahamut. 'Twas then, when I had fallen into the depths of despair, that black-robed men came unto me, the Ascians. They offered to resurrect Bahamut through their dark arts, and I, in my grief, accepted, a decision which I shall regret unto my dying breath. For what they brought back was a mockery of my beloved. Worse, the Ascians gifted his murderers the means to entrap him. So, I mean, Tiamat saw the deception in the Ascians. Know this, child of man, the beings thy kind call gods are but specters of thy mind's creation, given form at great cost to Hydaelyn. Many such beings yet slumber across the land, brought to heel by the self-same empire that bound me. They must not be released into the world. If thou wouldst end the conflict, vanquish thee the Ascians, and deliver the weak of will from the bonds of their dark influence. It hath been 5,000 years, my child. Wilt thou not forgive thyself? The release of death is denied me here, yet I desire not freedom. Nay, Father, I shall live with my regret until the world itself hath ceased to me, hath ceased to be. Such is my just punishment for consorting with darkness, for calling forth a loathsome and lamentable creature, which blackeneth my beloved's memory. Jeez, reading. Ooh. Oh, this is another of the crystals. Not the last one, right? Or is it? No, it is the last one. Here we go. So what does this mean now? I mean, I have the full blessing of light, I guess, but what immediate effect? Ooh. Did it, like, strengthen it?
Warrior of light, beloved daughter, the light abideth within thy heart again. Full valiantly didst thou overcome thy many trials, but glory not in thy success. For the servants of darkness are ever close at hand. Receive of me my blessing once more, and go forth to shine thy light on all creation.
Yeah, buddy.
Thou hast broken down the wall I built around thee, and partaken of thy mistress's blessing once more. Strong art thou, mortal, stronger than any other of thy kind. Having looked upon thy deeds, I am convinced thou art worthy to bear her light. The Covenant bound me to thee, but 'twould seem our fates were mingled from the first. Though I will not fight thy battles, I will yet lend thee my wings.
Oh, and this is probably when we can finally fly in Asisla.
Come, mortal. We go to cast out the darkness.
Or maybe this was... Oh, yeah, you can now ride Midgardsormr. Okay, I thought maybe it was just Midgardsormr taking us to where we needed to go, but we wouldn't get to ride him yet, but it looks like we do. Oh, nice. It even has us mounted. How do we even know... Oh, okay, I was going to say, how do we know where to go? Heaven's Word. Is this... This can't be the last quest. The guidance node has been awaiting your arrival at the flagship with customary patience. Blip, welcome to the flagship, Mistress Lavenza. You are almost at your destination. Blip bloop. Warning. Intruders detected in the vicinity. Please eliminate them if you wish to proceed. Oh, geez. Now what? Oh, right here. Okay, so the Aetherochemical Research Facility is, in fact, on the flagship. Blip bloop. Warning. Intruders approaching. You were supposed to die. Any more? Yep. Blip. Area secured. Lifting access restriction to the Aetherochemical Research Facility. Restriction lifted. You may enter the facility at your leisure. Ending guidance. Oh, blip. Unknown energy source detected within the Aetherochemical Research Facility. Please exercise caution. I am pleased to have been of service to you, Mistress Lavenza. Please send my regards to Master Wedge. Deactivating. Bloop. But I want to keep you. So use the duty finder. Here we go. Now this is one I've run a ton of times. I think like I end up getting it a lot in like Mentor Roulette and whatnot. Probably even like leveling. But again, never done it solo. So I know we fight Regula, and then there's like the Sphinx boss, and then I think it's just La Habrea and Igiorm after that, right? This is kind of a long dungeon, isn't it? At least, you know, to my recollection, it always feels that way. Yeah, we fight Regula after this. I didn't even know that was Regula until doing this again. Oh, hello, Shokenshi. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I didn't, like, I knew it was like a Garlean dude, but... Or maybe I knew it was Regula, but I didn't know who Regula was, because I just forgot about him in the story.
I will crush you underfoot.
No sooner do I clear away the rabble. Let's do this. Turrets deploy. You get back here, punk. The day is yours, but we will meet again. Oh, so he didn't even die. Does he come back? I don't even remember. This area I remember being, or could be, kind of a pain. Just, you know, groups would struggle with it. Although, again, like, I've done it recently and it's laughable. That's the unfortunate thing about, like, I guess you'd call it, like, early max level stuff. Is, you know, because of eye level and everything, it just gets rushed later on. Because these pulls weren't, or if you want to call it a pull or whatever, but wasn't super easy when it first came out. Easy. And then this boss I remember was cool because of the, you know, again, I think it was another one of those encounters that grabbed a bunch of previously, I think, like raid-only mechanics. Or it shifts into raid bosses, I think is what it was. Something like that. Yep, whatever. You're not slowing me down. I've got La Habrea to finish off once and for all. And Igiom just to... I mean, you know, Igiom is like hardly around, you know, and then just gets taken out. Kind of a nobody Asian. But yeah, more or less, you know, she gets taken out through just almost like collateral damage of getting, you know, caught up with La Habrea. Messed up my rotation. I am bad. I'm just murdering stuff in here. It's like, come on. Where are you, La Habrea? This is one hell of a structure they built. I don't know that I've ever just stopped to look at it. Dude, that clone wasn't taking much damage at all from the AoE. What's that all about? I don't even really know, like, what this facility... I mean, aetherochemical research, that's what they do, but... I mean, other than weird monsters in test tubes, I don't know what they're all about. Or what this place is all about. I mean, I guess it is just a facility where they just make oddities. Monstrosities. Okay. So here's, I think, gonna lead to some heavy cut scenery. Came here for the Archbishop.
The champion of Hydaelyn.
End up finding Asians.
Tell me, why do you despise the primals so? They are the embodiment of mortal will, of mortal desire. Plainly, you desire a foe to despise, and 'tis well that you do, for it is from the vortex of ceaseless conflict that Lord Zodiark shall be reborn.
Through the joining, the world shall become whole again. Then all shall be as once it was, as it should ever have remained.
Wow, they're big.
For the glory of Lord Zodiac.
Your meddling ends here and now, warrior of light.
Sure, sure. Do you fight the same person every time, or?
Darkness shall consume
Yeah,
light.
I think so.
Down this frail flesh.
Or maybe darkness will consume darkness.
You have meddled enough. You'll not defeat me again.
Owned.
Such strength, it defies all reason.
No, I will not be bested by the likes of them. La Habrea, it is time.
Wonder Kids Unite. Is it Wonder Kids or Wonder Twins Unite? That's what it is.
Very well. Let us show these mortals the true power of the Echo. The power to break down the barriers of existence.
I am become you.
And we are become one.
Would have been cool to take on like a Mega Ascian, like all of them combined. Maybe an Ultimate someday. Like Hades Ultimate. And then this evidently is what the Ascians look like in 1.0. I did not... Yeah, I didn't know that because I didn't get like anywhere in 1.0. You didn't have to do the save yourself in the void mechanic. What walls are these? I was waiting for the white ore site. Maybe that's after this.
that she might regain the blessing of light I had foreseen. But she has grown so strong in it as to deny us our power.
Let us withdraw, La Habrea. That power remains to us, at least. Impossible!
Oh, that's right. La Brea doesn't get taken out. She does with this. And then I think Thordan consumes La Brea. Okay, you make a blade of light from Nidhogg's eye. Anytime they do those like screams or whatever, they just don't quite hit right.
So, you harness the eye's power. A pity you spent it all. What will you do now, hero?
So, not even the vaunted warrior of light can unmake an Ascian without relying upon mortal contrivances.
You?
In the distant past, King Thordan and his knights 12 fought and defeated Nidhogg. Though the victory cost them dear, they were rewarded with a great prize, the Dread Worm's Eyes, both of which have since been held in the Holy Sea's safekeeping. The eye you possess was Nidhogg's left, and long has it served as the source of the Azure Dragoon's might. As for its twin, it has lain here, joined to the person of Haldreth, the first Azure Dragoon. For though he learned to harness its power, he was ultimately consumed by it. Even in death, his body decays not. A pitiful end for a fabled hero. My Ascian friend, long have you and your kind sown the seeds of chaos by teaching mortals the secrets of summoning. But if you assumed that we would meekly serve as your pawns, then you are gravely mistaken.
You would raise a hand against us?
By taking unto my flesh the soul of the legendary King Thordan, I can become a god!
So I didn't realize that Haldreth... I thought the one that Estinian had was Haldreth's. And they were just keeping the other one locked up. I was wrong.
without cessation, whose being is sustained by a millennium of fervent prayer, and the eye's nigh bottomless reservoir of ether.
What?
Your contempt for man has proven your undoing, Ascian. For my first act as God King, I do hereby sentence you to die! Gods feed upon ether. It matters not what form that ether takes. Ascian souls are no exception. With this power, I shall put an end to 1,000 years of conflict.
And Thoradin really is...
They sown by Ascian, dragon, or primal. Wheresoever the seeds of chaos threaten to quicken, I shall excise them with my divine blade and bring order to the world. I have become that which you abhor, warrior of light. If you would take issue with my godhood, I shall answer you with my blade.
You know, saying Thoradin is a great, like, just, like, end villain. You know, this villain, this godlike villain that just pops up at the end, you know, just murks an Ascian, and then it's just like, you want to fight? Let's fight. Thank you all for watching this video. Tonight was an amazing stream. We finished off Heavensward, and it's as good as, if not better than I remember. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into the patch content. So if you want to see that live, the link to my Twitch is down below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again for watching, and have a great one.